he's not going to be a two-way player. You would ruin this guy's career.
No, he won't.
He will.
Not in the NFL.
You think they're gonna choose a position for him and only play him at
Absolutely.
that? No.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
NFL's a different ball game.
Nah.
You know, it's not the college, man. He can't do that.
They're gonna give him the chance to try.
And that's
I'm not saying they're gonna make him play as many plays as he did at each in college, but he's going to probably
a number 2 pick. They're gonna waste that prospect on a player that's going to get injured in 1 year because he's playing.
Well, not just that though, guys. Like they're going to have to load management him, and then now you're not going to get him at a peak position at anyone. Like you're going to put him at a nickel corner or a slot receiver, and he's not going to be on the field. He's such a playmaker. He's got to be
wide receiver. They're probably going to give him most of his reps at wide receiver and throw him in some defensive packages.
No, look. Just like
he's
Sanders,
going to play both. He's going
just like Sanders has to. You have to take into account all these players, right? All these college players, they're not going to be anywhere near as good as they were in college because you're going from a place where you face maybe one other elite college player in your whole season, maybe 2, and then you go to NFL where they're all even more so elite than you have ever faced. You're not going to put this guy in 2 positions. He doesn't have the brain capacity. Nobody has the brain capacity to play 2 positions in the NFL at a number 2 draft spot quality. Like, you're just not going to do it because he's going to get...
nobody until they do.
Bro, he's going to get fucking hammered out there. Hammered.
Hey, you gotta get Kelly back in here.
I think he had to reset his thing because it was lagging. He'll be in here.
But
dude, there he goes.
Sorry about that.
All right, you're good.
Yeah, dude. Back, bro. So we talked about a lot while you were gone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
what did I miss?
Just telling Drew how Hunter will get fucking absolutely hammered and demolished out on that field trying to worry about 2 play calls because in between,
what position do you think he's playing?
Even when he's got to transfer, I'll tell you that in a sec. Even when he's got to transfer from offense to defense, this guy's got no time to take in the new play schemes and the new adjustments. You know, it's not even just a physicality thing. Maybe he does have the athleticism and the fatigue, or the stamina to go the whole game. Sure, maybe he can still play at an elite level, but he's going to get mentally picked apart by the 3rd quarter if he does that because he's not going to be able to have that many adjustments in his head. You know,
but what you don't understand, bro, is he has a loyal girlfriend, and that beats all, bro.
Wait, he's still with that girl?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, the internet didn't drag him apart. Man, if the internet tore me apart, I must be shallow. I'd have broke up with that hoe. I'd be like, hey,
bro. This man's a crazy athlete, but hey, he didn't win the looks pool. That's for sure, bro.
Who cares, dog? He got the money pool.
He's about as hard to look at as Ellie from the Last of Us TV show, bro.
Oh God,
this man's been waiting to trash her. By the way, before we jump into that, I think he'll play wide receiver.
Okay. What would you think, Kelly?
Yeah, I think. Listen, I think I would put him at wide receiver because I think he's super dynamic. It'd be interesting to see because you're not wrong. I'm just saying he's not going to be successful. I'm not saying that they won't have him try to do both as a gimmick, but I just feel like, bro, you're not gonna have like Jack said, the strategies of the game are way too complex.
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester, great athlete. He couldn't play corner. He played 2 plays as cornerback, and he got scored on. And then at wide receiver, he was great, but only on certain routes, And that's a whole other story too, right? There's a lot that goes into it, but yeah, you just can't do both, So I think wide receiver though, I would put him at
not sustainably, right? I mean,
not sustainably. There's been people that's done it. Like I remember the New England Patriots team. They had a wide receiver where their cornerbacks got decimated, and he had to come in and play cornerback for I think it was Troy Brown or something like that. He played for like 3 or 4 games, and he played very well. But again, he was limited at wide receiver now. right? So he played more defensive back, but he still played both.
And I just wouldn't. I don't think that in this day and age, anybody, the amount of money they're putting into these guys, that anybody, especially the Browns, because they can't afford to lose their picks, bro. They can't afford to have people sidelined. Would take that risk and put him out there for 4 plays.
Oh, Jacksonville, though, right? He's with Jacksonville?
Oh, Jacksonville. That's right. They traded up from the Browns. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
Jacksonville's not that good of a team.
They're not that good of a
Yeah.
team, and they are already losing Trevor Lawrence every fucking season. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
And
putting
he's
that
not that
guy
good.
out there to get cracked up at all, bro.
I just real quick, I was shitting on a couple people's looks and gene pool and shit. I would just like to say a little disclaimer. I clearly didn't win the gene pool either because I'm bald.
I was
as
thinking
fuck.
that. I don't,
So, don't
I
come
didn't
for
want to
me,
make
internet.
the same mistake as you and call yours out when I also wasn't in the gene pool. So, I didn't want to be a hypocrite and call your hypocrisy out. It was kind of, I was like in a catch-22 there,
No, literally, I don't even want to be on screen right now. All right? That's how much I don't feel like I look good. So, yeah, I think we're all we'll be better at radio. I think that's what they say.
Chat, can you tell I just woke up?
It looks like you did coke.
I ain't never done that. Don't put that on me. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.